Hey everyone, I'm going to show you quickly here about include files, something we covered in class, and someone asked that I followed up with a video. I'll have another video that goes over some basic functions that we did in class as well. So you'll notice that this is the stub code that's in Canvas for the include file example in week 3. I did add this line 6 here, which has a style sheet. I just added a simple background color. And what I want to demonstrate here is I want to take the header, which appears across all pages, or fictitiously would appear across all pages, and I want to place that in a file, in an include file, and the footer in an include file again, so I don't have to what we call dry or don't repeat yourself. I'm simply going to take that code, put it into an include file in an includes folder, and then require or include it right here. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting out that particular code and placing it in a new file right here. And again, this is just HTML. We could put PHP in here as well. Okay, so I am just going to do a file, save as, and I'm going to put it in my includes folder, and I'm going to call it header.inc.php. And I am going to give it the PHP extension now because in the future I'll probably add some PHP functionality within this file. Okay, so there we go for that. Let's go back, and now let's put in require quotes includes. I think I called it includes. Again, there's no wrong or right way to do this. It's up to you and what your conventions are. I called it includes. Okay, so includes slash header.inc.php semicolon. I see a lot of you forgetting semicolons. Now, what's wrong with this? We need to include this in a set of PHP tags, right? Which I forgot to do. Okay. So there we go. So there is the PHP statement on line 9 that requires that the includes header.inc.php file be there. If it doesn't, the page is going to stop rendering, right, as we discussed in class. Okay. The next thing is I'm going to do the footer right here. So I'm going to copy or cut that actually. I'm going to cut that out. And I'll just go ahead and put the PHP tag right there and do a require include slash footer.inc.php. Again, just a name that I selected. I did put the inc and the PHP there to note that it's an include file, and in fact it is a PHP file. Okay, so I am going to now create a new file. I'm going to paste in the footer information there. I'll leave it just like that, and I'll create it in the includes folder, and I'll say footer.include.php. Okay, so there's my file, right? There's my include file. Here is my header, my footer, and my main PHP script. Okay, so let's head on over to the browser. Okay, and this is localhost, and on mine it's slash CTEC 127 slash videos, and then I have this mypage.html. And do you see a problem with that right away? I called it mypage.html, right? So that's a problem. So what I want to do now is I want to go back here and save this file, save as. I want to call this mypage.php because I have PHP code in it. Okay, and I'm going to say use PHP. Okay, the formatting changed, the word wrapping changed a little bit, so I'm just going to refresh this now, and you can see now I have my PHP page there. And by the way, if I do try to run it, you're going to see that it just looks like not what it's supposed to look like, right? Because it's not rendering correctly. We don't have the header and footer in there. However, if we click on the PHP page, there is, right, that HTML page, that HTML markup with the header and footer separated out into separate files. So if I created, an about page or a contact page or any other page, I can include or require, right, the footer .include file or the header include file, and I'm not repeating myself, right? I'm repeating myself in a good way where I broke out the code that I'm going to use over and over again. Okay? So again, that's how you use include files. And since these files are, sorry, my puppy is chewing my headset cord there. Sorry about that. I could include PHP tags in here, just so you know. And we'll do some more of that in a future video. I hope this video helped for a quick intro to include files. And I do want to add that you can include, HTML, text, PHP as well. Files, that is. Take care. Ask questions in Slack.